Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Mama Fox Studios. This is Missy, and we are still continuing our build of our Magic House by Cute Room. Now we are, I want to say we're winding down, but we're not there yet. So last time we placed all of our beautiful flowers here on our rooftop garden. And as you can see, we still have a bit to accomplish down in the center here. But first I want to go back because we need to put a little piece of paper along this edging, and I missed that step. I have a feeling I've missed a few things along the way because I did jump around a little bit, which is not really common for me, but I did this time. So I'm gonna get this on, and then I think we're gonna light up our clock real quick. So let's just get some glue on here. And get our paper on. Yep. Whoop. Yeah, we're just jumping right in. Not even gonna hit pause. Well, it is the next morning from the last video. I've not recorded in the middle of the night the last, like, what, 3 nights? Which for me is amazing. Although I was awake at about 3 this morning, but I just was not coherent enough. My brain was not functioning enough to try to do this. I thought about it. I even got up and sat at my desk at one time and I went, nope. All right, so we just put that little band on. Oh, can you see? We just put that little band on there to just kind of finish off that coloring. Now the thing is, I have another one that's darker and shorter, and I don't know where it goes. But we'll come across that when we come across it. So we flip a couple pages here because we need to turn this baby around. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a way of leaning it forward for you guys because there's nothing sturdy enough up front to lean it on. But I'm going to be pulling this. There's a light right here. I'm going to be pulling it across to the back of here. But we're going to put it in. Where'd you go, little piece of paper that has fallen out since day one? Okay, we have this here. There's a little center on this one we'll take out. And it says, put the lamp head in the middle of the hole, straighten the lamp wire, fix it. Note, the lamp head is facing outwards. Okay, so we're gonna fold that in half. So this is like a chart. You'll see that's some kind of a celestial chart, I guess. Stick this in the middle of that circle, but it shows yeah, we're supposed to put the glue on here. This goes facing out. I thought this would face in. I thought it would face like go so you could see the chart, but no, you're just gonna see the. So let me see if I can get it out of the light. So if you look right in the background in the circle. I thought you'd see the chart side, but we're just going to see the blue side. Okay. I mean, that's exactly what they're telling me. But first we have to get this lamp head. Where'd it go? In that center. So I think I'm going to use a little bit of super glue. It is metal. It's not the it's not the, what am I trying to say? The plastic coating wires. Insulated, that's it. It's not the insulated wires. You saw me struggle up on this one. If you watched the placement, or down here on the books, if you watched my placement, I did use resin, and then afterwards I was like, wait a minute. I probably didn't have to. Maybe, could I have used super glue? I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I know you cannot see, absolutely, I'm so sorry. But I'm just, yeah, I'm just super gluing. Oh, except I have my lamp. Didn't work. Okay. I need the other side of the wire anyways. I mean, maybe it's not so much as getting the wire stuck down as the paper on each side of it, just to hold it in place. That's probably what's going to happen. Yes, okay, so. But now, I'm going to put the Aleene's, okay, let me show you. It tells me to put the glue on the paper and then put the paper here. But there is a black ring on the clock, and I don't know if I could line it up on here. So and I don't want it to show on the, I mean, it will dry clear, but you'll kind of see icky stuff. So I'm actually going to put the glue on this black ring so that I know where the placement of that glue is, versus putting it on the paper and not knowing where it's going to line up on the clock for sure. I'm also going to carefully do that inner circle just to give us a little bit of extra oomph. Now I've got to set it down because I've got to make sure that that lamp or the light goes right in the center. How do I hold this? So now guess what we're doing, guys? Right from the start, we're waiting for glue to dry. Because you got to get like the top sealed down and then kind of move to the bottom part, because I don't want to hold at the same time, because that wire's in the way. Come on, get tacky. Oh, actually, I think it is. It's, I only sealed the 2 pieces of paper, like the 2 clam pieces of paper, in that center on the edges with the wire. I didn't do it all the way around. So I think that's just our second page kind of popping up a little bit. I think. It's hard to tell. I mean, it's not moving. It's not falling off or slipping or anything. So that's good. Yeah, so where do I hold on that doesn't break something? See this whole bottom? Is not glued down. So the base, the blue page that we want is sealed. This just kept popping up. Okay, there, I think we're good. All right. So now there's this little, it said to straighten the wire, but we needed to make sure that was centered, and I have this little bit here that's, I guess I could just leave it there. Maybe a little bit of super glue to hold it in place, you think? No, it wasn't the super glue that held it. That was the super glue holding the paper. That's what it was. Yeah, now I remember. So I've had a discussion with my dad about these lights. Oh, those are going to be close. Okay. I don't really think it's going anywhere. I just like to fold it in a bit more. Come on, ball, don't move. It's good enough. So I'm not going to do the wiring yet, but I have talked with my dad because this set of wires has the insulated gray and white coming off of it. These 2 sets do not. They're strictly metal. So he says just to wire 1 set to the white and 1 set to the gray, and then put them on the battery pack, the red and the black. So I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do that last, because I'm pretty sure we have a bit more things to do. So let me take a look. Oh, that's actually the next step, is if we had finished that. Ba-dum-bum. Oh, really? Okay. Well, they want me to kind of camouflage the wiring in back with more of this vine things that we put over here. They want us to drag the vines down over this wall, which kind of makes sense because that is pretty plain looking compared to all this moss happening with the book thing. So I'm going to skip the wiring for now. We're going to flip over and so we have wiring plus a page and 3/4. So let's do this page. Let's build some more vines. So first of all, I am going to move this for a minute because I have a tendency to like to knock my arm into it, which has a tendency to break things, and we don't like that. So let's, we can put all these back, but we want this paper rope and the dark green filament. And I'm not putting the plasticky leaves. Again, they want us to cut off these plasticky leaves and put them on, and I don't like that. We didn't do it on all the others. We're not doing it on this one. Okay. Now we've already taken it apart, because so if you remember, this came doubled up and we spent time unraveling it. So we're already a single strand. Now we need 4 pieces at 20 centimeters each. That's 15. So there's 20. That seems, oh no, yeah, we're going all the way across. Okay, that's right. And I mean, they don't have to be like exactly 20 centimeters, just, you know, close to it. Can we get that last one out of this one? It's maybe 2 to 3 centimeters short. I'm gonna call it good. We're gonna use that one instead of wasting that, so. Now I should have just looked at the next step, but that's what gets me in trouble. But now we gotta put them on our house, so I gotta bring the house back. We're gonna take these little antenna thingies and toss them. I don't need them anymore. We did not add them to the second planter, which I'm happy about. All right, so now we just want to take them 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 of them are going to start from up at this brick wall, go kind of across the railing here, down to this brick wall, and then finish on top of the brick wall. Okay. I think I am going to turn it around, at least part way. And then we'll just start gluing it on. Now the good thing is this paper rope, because it is paper, it will glue fairly quickly. Because it kind of just sucks up that glue. But be careful, like don't necessarily pull on it, you know, or anything. As I say that, it won't stick to hit the Really? goodness. So I'm just randomly kind of letting it kind of twine itself. I know you guys cannot see a thing. I'm so sorry. But when you're working on sides, it's really hard. So I've literally just... Oh, come on. Well, I was. Hoping this would stay. So it doesn't want to stay up that high. That's fine. You can drop lower. You can manipulate this paper rope kind of how you want, but sometimes I find it best just to kind of let it maneuver itself. It is rigid enough that if you want to like bend it too close together, it might give you a little bit of trouble without some really heavy glue down. But at the same time, if you really want it like tightly wound, it'll take you some time, but you can do it. Okay, what am I picking out? I have a little piece of the glue that was obviously stuck on my skin and now has made like a little flake, and it won't come off. It's driving me bonkers. At least it's on the rope now and you can't see it. Okay. Now we're just going to bring it down to the edge of this wall. You did not sit very good. I know, I'm being impatient, huh? I know. Oh, really? Actually, Actually, I'm supposed to drop this back behind and kind of cover up that wire. Wonder if I kind of lace it, like twist it around the wire. You know what I mean? I twisted it and then I untwisted it. Oops. Hey. Stay where I put you. This wall needs to get much more sturdy. What is going on? So I just put a little bit of the rope on the inside loop of the wire to hold it maybe up against the wall better, if the glue will stay. Come on. Ugh. Try a little bit of super glue, see if that will help. Yes. And then I'm just going to run it down the rest of the back. Kind of wherever it wants to lay, you know? Like I'm not going to fight that much with it. Did we lay glue? I'm trying to think, did we glue whole sections of the other vines or just like I am just spot gluing? I can't remember, honestly. And I'm just going to glue down that tail because I don't want it flying around back there. Okay, second vine. Whoops. Okay, let's see, kind of along the same lines except going this way in the back. I'm going to kind of swoop that way. But we're going to start pretty much up here too. Kind of thinking super glue. Whoop. Aw. Or not. Come on, come on. And it's kind of 50-50. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So back to the aliens and patience. Okay, fine. Just take your time with these. You know, if you rush it, they're going to look not very good. Like I learned that over here. I tried to rush those first few and it just didn't look good. And once I stopped and took my time, found my placement, made sure they were secure, I think it looks great. Now, when we add some of that green moss, it will look so much better, trust me. I know, patience. I should start singing Guns N' Roses. I should not start singing, period. Y'all thank me, but I could whistle. He whistles in patience, right? All we need is just a little patience. And I sang anyway. Sorry, I was not. Okay, I'm just going to kind of loop this. It's kind of, see if I can kind of, yeah, there we go. Now I'm just going to let it hang down the back and just glue off that bottom so it doesn't flop around. Okay, so our other two are going to go kind of start down in that corner and then snake up around the wall here and then down into that corner, or a little bit, one of them a little bit down the railing. Okay, are we ready for this? No. My bottle tip's not long enough. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to. Hey. we go. Well, I was going to glue the new piece on here, but then I saw the old piece not stuck. So. Waiting for glue to dry. Gives my thoughts time to fly. So yeah, I was watching some more resin last night, some more resin, like DIY YouTube videos, and wow, do I have some ideas. Okay, that's too close. So, I mean, these are things that like people have posted like a year ago, but I never saw them. I'm just now seeing them. People have been doing some amazing thing with resin. So I have some stencils coming. I think they're plastic. That's fine. So I have some stencils, like a big collection of them, like a selection, not collection, selection. Not huge, but you know, more than two. So, and people are using, so I've seen two ways. You put the stencil in the bottom of the mold, and then you can use either like Vaseline or baby lotion. I've seen both from the same person. And you put that, you fill the stencil in, and then you carefully peel the stencil off, and then you pour your resin in, but don't pour it right on it, obviously. And then now I've watched UV and epoxy. So I was watching the UV, that's cool, but I really wanted epoxy, if I could do it with epoxy, and I finally found it last night where he does do it with epoxy. Because I have this, it's a tray mold. I made one I've already made one. Did it myself, for myself. It was, put stickers in it and stuff. It was fun. But I'm like, ooh, that would be a gorgeous thing. Because it makes it look like it's etched. Like you've etched the, glass or resin or whatever. And then you can color it with, like he used mica powder. I'm trying to remember the name of the channel. I know it's Daniel, not Daniel Builds. Not my guy Daniel Builds. He does things like me. It's Daniel, I want to say like Daniel Arts and Crafts, something like that. Daniel Crafts something. He does resin work. And I think that's about all he does. Or that's all I've seen him do. And he does a lot. And he's good. He likes to do experiments, which are fun. So I'm just going to trail this along the railing then. Just kind of finish it off down here. And so he did it with like acrylic paints, didn't like it. It kind of filled it in too much, took away from the etched feeling of it, look of it. But he did some, he uses nail powder. I can't remember what I have. But anyways, I was thinking maybe some glitter powder. I know I have a lot of glitter powder. And whatever I do. And then dust it with that. and then just top coat those sections so the powder stays. So I'm wanting to use this tray, but the tray is like really big, and so I didn't want to use UV resin. And I finally saw him do it last night with epoxy resin, and it was amazing. So I think I want to try that. All right, we got our first one down there, I think. I think we're good there. Get our second one started here. Oh, come on, stay. This one is just naturally, just wants to kind of loop around the back of that. I'm going to let it and then anchor it over on this other side. Oh, I let go of the end. Come on, please. Sticking more to my tweezers than you are the wall here. And just down here, yeah. I said I'm not fighting with it. You want to sit there? You can sit there. Now we're just going to go in, put some of this dark flecking on, and it will really change the look of it. But once I get this, I'll show you the 4. So we've got them all up and over that wall, and then down in the back. So, are you ready for some flecking? Every time I seem to almost get my desk clean again, it's time for more of this. All right, I'm just going to start over here. And just do a couple little drops. Yeah, I knew that one was a little bit big. forget the one that's down her side. So to tell you guys, I was almost in a panic last night. So I got a summons for jury duty starting last Thursday. Well, it started Friday, so had to call in Thursday after 5, right? And then I did, and no one reported. So then Friday came. Well, obviously, you don't report on Saturday or Sunday, but I went ahead and tried to call just so I would know for Monday. And it was busy. Well, I thought, well, everybody's calling, right? It says after 5. I waited for hours and then called, and it was still busy. Called right before bed, still busy. I tried the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, repeatedly throughout the day, and it just kept ringing busy. So finally, at like 9:45 last night, I kind of was like, do I start to panic or what? I looked up online, like, what do you do if, you know, this happens? And I did find the court's website, and it did give me the update that I was not needed to come in today, but I still had to call the next 3 dates. So yay. This is it is kind of a slow process. It doesn't have to be. You can rush through. You don't have to do it. But I found after doing it on the last set over there, I kind of enjoyed it. Even though this flecking is not the funnest stuff to work with. Doing it in this setting isn't bad. Just little drops of it, you know. It wasn't so bad. So I am taking my time. Oh, sorry if you heard that. My tummy. It's like, why are you just coffee and no food? Whoop. Oh, oh. Whoop. Dropped right out. Where did it go? I don't know. Let go, let go, let go. There we go. Thank you very much. And don't forget, if you're doing it like I'm doing, don't forget to go down the vines in the back. And yeah, I know I talk about the artistic license all the time. This is definitely where you take yours. Put as much moss on, as little moss on as you want. If you want to cover the whole vine, that'd be tedious, but that'd be fine if that's, you know, how you wanted to do yours. So just have fun with it. Kind of explore. I played around with it a bit more when we did up top to kind of get a feel for it and kind of already know what I like. And so that's what I'm doing. just little bits, not over sticking it. By oversticking, I mean not too much. I was like, what does that mean? Yeah, not too much for me. I like just sparingly. And you could use your fingers to put this stuff on if you want. I just, as long as I clean my tweezers off every once in a while, I'm good with that. I know, I'm just sorry, just kind of concentrating on putting on moss, if that's believable. When in my life did I ever think I'd say that sentence? Okay, now we just gotta go. I think it needs a dot right there and then a little bit down. Not gonna get to do as much down there as I'd like, because maybe not as I like, just not as much, because my glue won't reach down there. Whoop. Okay. Got it kind of falling off a little bit, but I'll get back up to the top soon where you can see. I know you can't really see on the side very good. Oop. And we will just finish it up. Over here. See, I think I put 2 more spots on there. Whoops. Wow, that didn't stick at all. Hit it on the line above. Knocked it off my tweezers. Wow, really? Think back down here on the little wall, I just want to put, like I did up here in the little crevices, kind of. Just a little bit. Just show some age. One more little ledge. Oh. Lost control of my tweezers for a second. Never a good thing, right? When you lose control of your tweezers. How does that even happen? Okay, I think we're good there. Let me just put this away so I don't spill it. So let's see what we got here. We've got that vine coming down the front and down the side here. And then of course, down the back. Oh. So let me just shake this mat off because there is flecking everywhere and I'm not gonna try to scrape it all up. And we are about at an hour, but that is the one page down. So now we just have to do 3 books, the magic hat, a chair that we then stack the 3 books and the hat in the chair, the broom. There's our other 2 mushrooms. Oh, thank goodness I did not stick them in here because we're using them in another cauldron. So then we make the cauldron and then we make a couple little barrels and stick them all in. So we're almost done. And then we wire, of course. So one or two left, guys. We're getting there, But I don't want to rush it, because if I rush it, I make mistakes, or I kind of just give in and let it not look as great as it can, and that I know it can. So yeah. So all right, well, I'm gonna go get more coffee. It's just after 8 this morning, so I'm still early. We're gonna decorate up the tree today, so get this day started. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or evening, whichever the case may be while you're watching this. Thank you so much for watching this. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Really, I really am so... I'm still in shock that I have 45 subscribers, but I'm so thankful. This has just been so much fun for me, and I really hope you come back on the next one. Let's build up all our little pieces that are going to somehow go in the center courtyard kind of area, I think. Yeah, I know the L will go up here. I don't know where the rest going. Oh yeah, and the side here is the chair and the cauldron. Okay, so we're going to place some... I was like, there's a lot of bare spaces. We're going to place some stuff. All right, well, catch me on the next build. All right, bye guys.